Ready? Start. Mr. Deputy Chairman, the present speech of the Deputy Minister for Education, Dr. Shrimali, encourages me to speak first about education. I think, sir, this is the most important subject that we can be called upon to consider at the present time. We have had the 10th 5-year plan and we shall soon have the 11th 5-year plan. But I think that it is an efficient system of education alone that can form the foundation of our national greatness. If our educational system weakens and our schools and colleges become inefficient, even 100 5-year plans will never be able to provide the country with that human material that it needs for carrying out its schemes and for taking the country to the stage of development which the more advanced countries expect to reach in a few years. This being the importance of education, I make no apology for dwelling on it for a few minutes. Sir, I should first like to say that it is a matter of concern to us that although the University Grants Commission Act was passed about 2 months ago, it has not yet been brought into force. This is due, I suppose, to the fact that the Education Ministry has not yet been able either to appoint anybody as the chairman of the commission or to select its members. I know, sir, that as the new act has not come into force, the commission as it was before the act was passed can continue its work. But the Education Ministry ought to realize and understand the psychological effect of the passing of the new act. The Commission appointed a number of committees which have not yet completed their work. In theory, it is quite correct to say that these committees can continue to work as they were doing before. But the members of the committees who are members of the commission feel some awkwardness in engaging themselves in new activities because they may cease in a short time to be members of the commission. I hope therefore, sir, that in view of the good work that the Commission was doing and the powerful influence that it can exercise over the growth and development of university education, government will take early steps to appoint a chairman and to select the personnel of the commission who should be very eminent educationists. While speaking on university education, I should like to draw attention to another matter which is of the profoundest importance to the country. According to the Constitution, English is to be the language of administration for 15 years. What the linguistic policy of the government of India will be in future will depend, I suppose, in part on the recommendations of the Language Commission. But whatever the recommendations of this commission may be, it is clear that at the present time it is necessary in the interest of advanced education and in the interest of the scientific and technical development of the country that those young persons who go to our colleges and universities should have a good knowledge of one of the most important foreign languages so that they may be in touch with the latest researches and the latest developments of thought. While students may be free in our country to study either English or French or German or any other language, considering the past history of the country, English provides us with the best means of acquiring the knowledge that I have already referred to. Now, many universities with a very laudable aim have made the mother tongue of the students the medium of education. Educationally, sir, there is nothing wrong about it. But we have to consider what the practical effect of such a policy will be. If the main languages of India were well developed and if our men who knew them could acquire the latest knowledge in any branch of study and could come into contact with persons interested in his branch of knowledge, some of the difficulties that are attendant on the present policy would disappear. But there is one other question, sir, that we have to consider. English today is not merely a means of acquiring modern knowledge for ourselves, but it is also a means of maintaining the unity of the country. It can be no matter of pride to us that we should have to use a foreign language in order to communicate our ideas to others and to enable the intelligentsia to understand the thoughts that are pervading the minds of the educated people in the country. But we have to take facts as they are. We hope a time will come when at least one of our own languages, and I suppose Hindi, will be in an advantageous position than any other language and will be in a position to give to our young men and women and to the country what the English language is able to give at the present time. But this is not a fact.